Good morning, YouTube. It's Saturday morning around 11 a.m. I'm going to have a look at this intersection in Turner Road. This is a pretty highly traveled road, and it's in just absolute ruinous shape. This is in northwest Dayton, Harrison Township, Trotwood area, whatever you want to call it. But this is a pretty highly traveled road right here, and it's in pretty rough shape. And again, the theme, why are we going to let private developers like Miller Valentine Gem steal $5 million from the taxpayers when you have roads like this that are just in horrendous shape? This part of the street on the other side, as I cross the crosswalk, gets really bad. But Wolf, I'm not sure how heavily traveled it is, but Turner leads right into Chute Mill and to Needmore Road. This is a pretty highly traveled road right here. And here you can get a look at these potholes right here on this one side that have been patched. But this street's in pretty rough shape, and like the other street by here that's in really bad shape, off in the distance to the west there is Hara Arena. You may not be able to see it in this shot, but Shiloh Springs in front of there, that's in pretty bad shape too. Yeah, this and Shiloh Springs are definitely the worst two roads in this area. This is the eastbound lanes for Turner Road, and you could even see, even on a Saturday morning, this road still gets a lot of traffic. And it's time that we demand that they spend $5 million to fix these roads instead of letting private developers get handouts for projects that should be paid with their own money, not public money. And here you can see, whoa, this was a really big pothole a year or two ago. Man, you can see the size of this monster right here in the road. And it's pretty much like this all throughout here. You could even see the traffic pattern. Yeah, this is a highly traveled road, even on a Saturday morning. It's a very highly traveled road, and it's just inexcusable how we're letting these, crooks steal from us. And while our roads just turn to absolute and complete ruins. There's where I started the video at, that intersection right here. And this road is just a complete disaster. I'm probably going to feature this road in a month or two again once it gets cold. Here you got here are the potholes. Once they form again, man, there won't even be any lines in the road. There won't even be any lines in the road once they end up having to patch them this winter. Hopefully there ain't no sinkholes happen, but I don't know. But this is in pretty bad shape. I'm just focusing on this side of the road because I don't know if I really want to cross the other side right there, but that's Meadowdale High School right there. So those of you who are familiar with the Dayton, Trotwood, Harrison Township area know where I'm at. They recently rebuilt that the last several years, but yeah, this is just an absolute horrendous condition. You guys are able to see the condition of the road from a sidewalk, and you can see, man, this is a highly traveled road, even on a Saturday morning here. Since I can film this pretty well from a sidewalk. I really don't feel any need to walk out there in the traffic, because it's pretty much the same on both sides of the street here. But yeah, you can even tell right here that even on a Saturday morning, this is gonna be a highly traveled road and street. Yeah, this is just a complete nightmare right here. There's a youth center right there that actually is, I guess, a bingo hall, I guess, on it somewhere, I guess. 2 Old Red Barn bingo. Montgomery County Water Tower right there. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the county is actually responsible for this road because, well, they're actually technically responsible for all roads. So sometimes the city of Dayton, Trotwood, or Harrison Township. So yeah, the county's responsible for this road. I'm like, whoa. Here's another pothole, well, coming up that has not been patched. And you can see that even their patch from this past winter's falling apart on here. Just see the bumpiness of the street. This is in just horrendous condition. Yeah, this road's in really bad shape. You see the traffic right here. Yeah, that off in the distance used to be the old Meadowdale school. I don't know what it's being used for now, but you can see this is still a very heavily traveled road, even on the weekend. Whoa, here's another spot that was just a massive pothole or a massive patch. And this patch right here is, whoa, this is every bit of a 15 to 20 feet long by 3 feet wide patch. I know Econ Cat 88 did a video last year showing a pothole that would have been a very similar size to this one in Toledo, but man, this, whenever this thing was obviously a really bad one too. But yeah, this is just in horrendous condition. I'm not going to walk much further because it's pretty much the same thing all throughout. But demand that the state and the city does not allow private developers to steal any more money. Make them fund their own projects, because when you have roads like this that are in this horrible a shape, demand that they spend the money. And I'm going to be back out here, I estimate, in another month or two, having a look at this once we end up, you know, getting into the once we get some snow on the ground and it starts freezing and unthawing. And speaking of the snow, they're actually predicting it's gonna be warmer the next couple weeks. But anyway, I gotta end this one, YouTube. But that's it for this one. Signing off.